your next challenge entitled Letters Only. Write a function that removes any non-letters from a string, returning a well-known film title. Okay, so this is kind of fun, right? You get this big long string garbage input, and when you remove all the characters that aren't letters, you're left with a movie title. So that's kind of fun, right? I think that's clear. You can look that over if you want to be sure they match up. Otherwise, we'll head over to code. And please pause and implement this yourself. Resume when you're ready. I will use my old friend regular expressions here. System.text.regular expressions. And I'm not sure if we've used them in the way that I'll show in this video, so that's good, right? Get some new content. I'm going to use a method of the regex class called replace. So in a specified input string, replaces strings that match a regular expression pattern with a specified replacement string. So judged on that, how do you think we'd use this? We could set up a pattern for all characters that are not letters and just replace them with nothing, right? So let's do that. There's an overload down here that works well for our purposes. This takes an input, a pattern, and what you want to replace all matches with that pattern with. In our case, we'll make it an empty string. And if you want to see, they have an example here of how to do this, regex replace, and it gives you a string back. So let's do something like that. Return regex replace, and the first part was our input, which is string. Now we got to give it a pattern, and you might want to consult your handy regex language reference page. I'll go over to it as well, but think of how you could construct a pattern that would essentially match everything that isn't a letter. And I'll come over to the regular expression language quick reference. This one's been quite handy. And what I want to do is, let's see, character classes. I'm going to leverage these brackets. Remember, you can put letters in here or numbers. Look at this example, A to Z. And you just have to remember to do lowercase a to lowercase c as well if you want to cover all letters. This is case sensitive. But the hyphen is nice because it lets you do a range so you don't have to type out every letter. Could you imagine typing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? You know, that would be obnoxious. So they let you use the dash there. This will be important. Note the caret here to negate. So you can build a set and then just start it with this, and it means everything that's not that. So this is saying don't match A, E, or I, anything that's not those. So yeah, you see those matching. So those are both quite handy. You may think you can use this word character, right? But the problem with that is that it will match with numbers, so it doesn't really work for us. So let's take what we learned here, try and make a string. You could separate it out into a separate variable. I'll start doing it in place now. So we'll say, here's our brackets that we're going to enter what we want to match. And remember, we're going to use that negation. So everything I list now, it's saying don't match this. And what I don't want to match against are the letters from A to Z. So it'll match everything that isn't a letter, basically. And then, if you recall, we said let's just replace it with nothing. That will strip all of that out and leave only letters remaining. So let's give this a run. And there you have it, we passed. Good deal. I didn't have any escape characters in here, so I didn't have to put the literal symbol out like I did before. I don't think it would hurt anything if you left it in there, but But yeah, there's another good use, very handy use of regular expressions. So feel free to share whatever solutions you came up with. Otherwise, I will see you at the next challenge.